Once upon a time, during the days of dusty roads and vibrant market squares in the land of Israel, a profound story unfolded, one that would echo through the ages. Imagine this. A man, a fellow traveler much like you and me, was walking down the steep and treacherous road from Jerusalem to Jericho. The ground was rocky, the path isolated, and the scorching sun bore down on every step he took. Suddenly, a band of robbers appeared. They attacked him without warning, leaving him bruised, beaten, and barely conscious on the side of the road. Stripped of his belongings and his dignity, the man lay helpless, groaning in his agony. But wait, help might still arrive, right? Surely someone would show compassion. Soon enough, a priest came walking along the same road. Here was a man devoted to God, one who taught love, kindness, and morality. He must help. But the priest looked at the injured man, crossed to the other side of the road, and hurried past. Perhaps he feared becoming unclean, or simply didn't want to risk stopping. The injured man's hope flickered and began to dim again. Then, steps echoed down the dusty trail. A Levite. He was someone of position, a temple assistant who worked closely in matters of faith and service. Surely he would stop to assist. Yet the Levite also crossed to the other side of the road. He glanced at the man, but did not pause, and like the priest before, he disappeared into the distance. The injured man was left lying there, fading fast under the relentless sun. And then came a most unexpected figure. A Samaritan. Understand this, Samaritans and Jews of that time were deeply divided. They avoided each other, mistrusted each other, and held grudges that went back generations. Yet here he was, riding a donkey and approaching the beaten man. Would he also cross to the other side and leave him to his fate? No. Against all societal norms, the Samaritan got down from his donkey. He didn't hesitate. He didn't deliberate. With a heart full of compassion, he knelt beside the injured man. Carefully, he cleaned the wounds with oil and wine. Tenderly, he wrapped them with cloth. But he didn't stop there. The Samaritan picked the man up and placed him on his donkey. Slowly, he walked alongside, leading the donkey to a nearby inn. The journey must have been uncomfortable, but the Samaritan didn't flinch. At the inn, he spent the night tending to the man, ensuring he was fed and hydrated. When morning arrived, the Samaritan gave 2 silver coins to the innkeeper. "Take care of him," he said, "and if the expenses go beyond this, I will repay you when I return." Think about that for just a moment. This Samaritan extended kindness and compassion not to someone in his tribe, not to someone he knew, and certainly not to someone he was expected to help. Yet his actions spoke louder than any words ever could. Jesus told this story to answer a question. Who is my neighbor? The lesson was clear and resounding. The neighbor is not defined by proximity or kinship, race or status. It's found in acts of love, mercy, and humanity. And so, let's ask ourselves today, are we living as the Good Samaritan did? Are we willing to cross societal boundaries, ignore prejudices, and help those in need? Every day we encounter people who might be metaphorically laying by the roadside. Perhaps they're battling loneliness, grief, or financial hardship. Perhaps they need someone to just notice them, to care enough to stop and offer help. This timeless parable isn't just a historical account. It's a challenge for each of us. We have a choice, to walk by or to stop, to look the other way or to show love. Let's choose to embody radical compassion. Because, in the end, kindness knows no boundaries, and mercy knows no limits. Let us walk in the way of the Samaritan, for there is no greater legacy than a life of love and empathy. Remember this story, for its truth is eternal.